It's 11:39. The market ends at 1. It's been a really slow day. It's pretty windy, but I'm going to show you guys what the table looks like right now. So yeah, it's been pretty slow. I still have a ton of plushies, but I have made a couple sales, and yeah, the weather is better windy than hot, but it's getting kind of a little bit too windy, so we'll see. I might have to pack up early. I'll keep you guys updated. "45 more minutes." Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So I did record a video earlier. You probably saw it earlier this week. Yeah, that was a fun video, but it was a lot shorter to record it than I thought it was going to be. So I was like, you know what? I have time to record another video. And that's good because I'm hoping to do 3 this week. I wanted to do the pack my first Etsy order with me, this video just talking about my markets, and then I'm hoping to do later this week everything I crocheted. So that's my plan, but we'll see. Yeah, I had a farmer's market on the 27th. It was a surprise farmer's market for me. It was very, very random. So the farmer's market around me, one of the local ones, it is year-round. So basically, most Saturdays, the farmer's market is there, unless I'm pretty sure they don't do it if it's like a holiday. I'm pretty sure like if Christmas is on a Saturday, they'll skip that one. But for the most part, this is definitely a year-round farmer's market. The problem with that is it's outdoor and it gets extremely hot here, especially this year, and it gets really cold too. So when it's hot, it's hot. When it's cold, it is cold. But yeah, I try to go when I can. And this one, I went because the weather, literally, I didn't believe it, because the weather on Friday was like 100 degrees, and the weather on Sunday was like also 100 degrees, and for some reason the weather on Saturday, the day in between both 100 degrees, was like 80. So I was like, let's go for it, let's do it. It was still a little bit warm, and there was definitely less people than my last farmer's market, which I have written here. It was like over a month ago, so like a month and a half ago, let's say 6 weeks. Yeah, this was definitely emptier, a little bit warmer, and there was less people for sure. I was talking with the people around me and the vendors, and a lot of vendor friends that I have. I would walk around when I had the chance to, and they were also saying, you know what, it is definitely slow in the summer, and then this week and next week are the last 2 weeks of summer for different districts around here. Some kids are going back to school next week or the following, so people are trying to get in their last minute, you know, summer trips, which makes sense too, because even the weather was decent. You know, it was good weather actually. I think it was like, I want to say it was a high of like 85 or something. It was a little bit windy though, so there's always something. But yeah, it was definitely less people, and I want to believe it's because of summer vacation and people trying to get in their last minute trips. So keeping that in mind, this was definitely one of my slower markets, profit wise. And the markets, you know, I have so much fun doing them, but I did have some bestsellers, so I thought I would share that with you guys. So the very, very first sale that I had was, we open at 8 o'clock, and the first sale I had was about 8:30, I think, and it was for a snake. So I had this snake pattern, well, not pattern, sorry, a snake plushie that I made. So it was a variegated yarn that I used for the snake. It was really cute. The colors were like a blue, gray, dark blue, light blue, but the type of variegated yarn, it changed color very quickly. So it was an interesting snake. And I did not get to take pictures of it, but I'm pretty sure it's in the video of my booth on the little table. Maybe I could find a clip and like put a picture up. Anyways, I had the price marked for 15, I think. For that's either 14 or 15 for the snake, but it was a older gentleman that was interested in it, and he was a veteran. He had like the hat on, so he looked at it. He's like, $14, and I said, yeah, but actually, you know what, $10 is fine, because I always try to give veterans a discount if I see them like have the hat on or something, you know. So yeah, I did $10 for the snake, and I don't regret it. Usually I don't really discount my amigurumis or my crochet things because they're handmade. They take so much time, but I feel like there's special occasions where I will either give one away or, you know, discount it, like in this case. And, you know, it's a couple dollars. It made me feel good, and I was able to honor, you know, by giving a discount as well. So there's just that. It made me feel good. I do have a story though after I tell you guys some of these sales of someone that wanted me to really adjust a price. My best seller by far for this show was my sea turtles, and it's a pattern that I use from my own pattern. My sea turtle pattern is available on my pattern shop because, again, I have two, a plushie shop and a pattern shop. But this one is from the pattern shop. I sold 3 of these, and I really love making them, especially because I make them pretty often to where I don't need to look at the pattern anymore. It's all, you know, it's all in my head, and I just really enjoy making them, especially when I'm out in public and I don't want to keep looking at a pattern. So I'll typically make turtles, which is why I end up with a bunch of them, but turtles were my best seller, and they are very popular. They have been too for a lot of markets, but sea turtles. Then I sold, so this is completely out of order, but the first one was the snake. I sold 3 sea turtles during the day. I sold a loaf cat, an acrylic loaf cat. I don't know if it was the gray one or the white and gray one, and I have to figure it out because I have both of those posted on my Etsy shop, and I have to remove the one that sold. So it was one of those 2. I sold a capybara, which is the pattern that it's in Spanish. I mentioned it when I showed that I made like 5 of those. I have some also on my Etsy shop, but I had enough to where it's okay that I sold one. That was $12. The loaf cat, I don't think I said the price. That one was $15. Then I sold a little piggy, which was one of these. I had 2 of them, and it sold for $10. Also one that I have on my Instagram. I mean, not my Instagram, sorry, my Etsy. So yeah, it was a fun, there was a couple other sales, but I don't have pictures of those at all. But it was a fun market. I really enjoyed it. Definitely bestseller was the sea turtle. Nothing else was like a repeat, but like a repeat item. I had several items that had buckets of because I had multiples, and yeah, those didn't really sell except for the turtles. So, funny story. Oh my goodness. So, this lady comes up to my table. She was really interested in a plushie, and she asked me, do you happen to have ghosts? Because I'm looking already for ghosts and a pumpkin. And I was like, yes, I do. I showed her a fluffy ghost that I have. I told her I do have one, but it's a little bit of a different type of ghost, so it's totally like there's no pressure. I'll just show it to you. And I happen to have a little pumpkin too. I actually think I have a very similar pumpkin if I can reach it here. So yeah, I had this pumpkin, something similar to this pumpkin too, maybe a little bit bigger. And she's like, oh, I'm looking for like a more masculine ghost. So I told her, actually, I have one under the table, and he has these like dangling legs. He's really cute. So I pulled them out from under the table, and I don't like people to feel like I'm pressuring them to buy something, especially if I like pull it out from under the table. I'm always like, think about it, no pressure at all. If you don't want it, you could just leave it on the table and I'll put it away. So she saw the tag on the ghost said $20, and I told her I can do 15 because it's not really spooky season, but I told her I can do 15. The pumpkin was bigger than this, and I had it for $10. So the original price of the ghost again was 20. I told her I can do 15 for it, and the pumpkin was 10. So together, it would be $25. But because I told her I can do 15 for the ghost, she was like, I'll get it if I can get them both for 15. So the pumpkin and the ghost for 15, basically giving away the pumpkin for free. Because it was a slow market, I debated it for a second. I was like, you know, that is $15 that I wouldn't have. But then I thought about it too, and I was like, no, that's not really a good idea, because when we start like accepting, you know, much lower prices like that, it's not really good for the crochet community too, because the value, you know, we have to value what we make. So also 15, that's like, it definitely was adding the pumpkin for free. And I didn't really get, you know, a good feeling about it. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, but I think I said I can do 20 for both of them, which would be basically the regular price of the ghost. And I guess then I would have been giving away the pumpkin for free anyways. But she's like, no, 15. And I told her, I'm sorry, I just can't. They're all handmade. They do take me, you know, hours to make. And yeah, just sorry, I can't. So she ended up not getting them, but I was proud about that. And it's funny that I was thinking about the snake earlier, because there is a difference between being generous and giving a discount because it feels right, or someone pressuring you to give them a discount. It just feels so much different. So I'm proud. I'm happy I discounted the older gentleman. I'm happy I stood my ground with the ghost. And you know what? I've had him for a while, but he will find a home one day. I'm confident. He's just waiting for the right family to give him a home. So that's what happened at that farmer's market. It was fun, definitely fun time. There was periods where it was like an hour with no sales. And yeah, definitely smaller sales. No big plushies sold. I typically bring like a couple big Pokemon just for, I know I go in knowing they're most likely not going to sell, but they do definitely catch people's eyes. There just weren't a lot of people. I have a few videos. I don't know if at this point I have already added them to this video, but if I haven't, I will add them in. And you could probably see in those clips too that there's just not a lot of people. I kind of did, if I remember correctly, I did do a video showing the beginning of the market and the end of the market, and there's not really a difference on my table. There are a couple things here and there that sold, but to be honest, on a regular market day when it's not dead, it's hard to see the difference on my table anyways, because I have a ton of amigurumi, so it's like spot the difference. But on a day like this, it's even harder to see what sold, because yeah, there were just little sales here and there. But I had fun. I don't regret doing it. I don't know when my next market will be, because I checked the weather for this Saturday and it's back to 100. So we'll see. Hopefully fall, but there might not be any fall markets this year, and I'll get to that later. But anyways, yeah, that was my market story. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your market bestsellers are. I'm always on the lookout. I actually made the mushroom pop they're like poppets or something. That's a free Instagram pattern, and I thought they were so adorable. I made like 8 of them, and I had them for $10 and not one sold. I was super surprised because it's such a cute pattern. I like demonstrated it. So a couple people thought they were cute, but again, you know, there weren't a lot of people there, so yeah, a lot of people just looking too. But yeah, that is it for this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye! I got this packet of ghost stickers, and they're so cute. I've been giving them away with every purchase. I just think they're super cute. They're a bunch of different little ghosts. I put them in these little goodie bags, and I've been giving them away with pencils to my customers. I sold one of these bees and 2 bee keychains. Super cute. And 1 turtle so far. I'm trying to document it before I forget what I sold. One of those octos sold too. I'm back from my market. I'm a little bit upset. I totally didn't take any market footage besides like the table when I got there. But now I have to deal with the mess that is markets. And all the fun of putting all these things away. Zuko's right here now. Say hi, Zuko. He's such a good dog. But yeah, boy, he's so heavy. It was a good day. Definitely good weather, and I'll probably do like a little bit of a longer video maybe later in the afternoon after I rest a bit, or tomorrow, like a little bit of a recap. I had some very popular items which I'm excited about to share with you guys which ones they were. Yeah, I want to look over my sales, like the plushies, so I could talk more about what I see without like going off of only what I remember, but I want to go off of like my notes as well. He's like, why are you on the floor and you're not playing with me? I know, every time I go on the floor, it's because I'm gonna play with him and toss his little ball. But yeah, I'm excited. It was a good market. I just am so happy that the weather is changing. Hopefully it's back to being cool fall weather, because it had changed for a little bit and then the heat came back, a heat wave last 2 weeks. So yeah, hopefully it stays cool and I get to do more markets. I won't be able to do one this coming Saturday, but maybe next Saturday. We'll see. I definitely have the inventory for it. These bags almost forever stay full. It doesn't go down. Oh boy. But I'm excited. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, I'm gonna go rest a bit and then I will do a market recap later. Okay, I'm back. Excuse the hat hair. I literally was wearing a hat all day. But, yeah, I am comfortable now It's been a few hours and I've had time to process. It was a really fun market. Honestly, the weather just brings me, it puts me in such a good mood, and there was a lot more foot traffic this time versus last week, which was, the high was 98, and I think the high today was like 78. So big difference. And yeah, people, I'm sure last week, or not last week, sorry, 2 weeks ago, the last time I did a market, I'm sure they looked at the weather and decided, you know what, it's not even worth going out. Yeah, it was pretty warm 2 weeks ago, but today it was so perfect. And yeah, I had so much fun. So one of my top sellers was my turtle pattern. It's my own original pattern, but turtles in general are pretty popular, especially the sea turtle style. I sold 3 of them, and I'm super excited that they found good homes. That was definitely a top seller for me. I still have not sold any popping mushrooms. I did not sell any at this market, and it's such a shame because they're so cute, and I think I have them for $10, so I think the price is good. I don't know, they just people see them, they look at them, but they don't buy them, so I don't know. Surprisingly, I did not sell any large loaf cats either. Usually I sell like 1 or 2. I like to bring around 5. This time I brought 5, if I'm not mistaken. It was either 4 or 5. One of them was a double though, so I didn't put it on the table. And yeah, I didn't sell any. People looked at them, they thought they were adorable. They were like, that's a good price, because I priced my large love cats, and they're pretty big because I use blanket yarn and a 9mm hook, I think, with them. They turn out a pretty big size, and I sell them for $25. And then the acrylic version, I think I priced them at either $15 or $16. So yeah, I think it's a good price, but none of them found a home today. One thing that I was really excited that sold was a giant chick that I've had, and I've taken it to several markets. But last night, as I was preparing everything for this market, pricing everything, I realized I've taken this chick on to a lot of markets, and it never had a price tag on it. A lot of people are shy to ask how much something is. I think, you know, when you tell them the price, they feel kind of pressured to buy it. So yeah, a lot of people don't really like to ask pricing, which is why usually I will have individual prices on everything, unless if it's something in a basket with a price. Although I hardly do that. Even when I do that, most of the things still are individually priced anyways, just because people mix things, they like to do that. But yeah, I realized it didn't have a price tag, so yesterday I put a tag on it, and today I put it on the table in the back of one of the black boxes that I have. A lot of people use like wooden crates, but I use these black boxes. And I put it in the back because I thought, you know, it's probably not gonna find a home. It's been to a couple markets. And this lady was like, oh my gosh, like, I need this. I'm so like happy. She loved it. The fact that it came with the egg and the headband. She's like, does it come with everything? And I was like, yes, it does. The headband's removable. I left it like that, you can tie it on. She was so excited, and yeah, it found a home. So it might have been the price tag thing. It might have just been that it was waiting for the right person, because sometimes that happens too. You'll have like the cutest things, and honestly, they just need the right person to come along. So I was really excited because that is one of my original patterns, and it's always exciting when one of those sells as well. I'm trying to think of, oh, I had one of these squids in a different colorway. I have 2, but I only took 1 to the market, and he went on a couple markets with me, and he ended up selling. At first, I was a little bit concerned because usually mystery boxes go like fairly well, and this is a 5-hour market, but we were like 3 hours in. I'm pretty sure somewhere between 3 and 3.5 hours in, and I had not sold one mystery box. I usually put out 6 and sell maybe like 4 on average, and I hadn't sold one. So I was like, oh, that's not very good. That's not a good sign. But in that last hour and a half, I ended up selling, I think 4. So it was pretty good, and I love stuffing the mystery boxes. I think it's so much fun, and I got to see a couple people open their mystery boxes, which is exciting to see that they were happy with what they got. I think I definitely put in more than the $12 value for the box, but I want people to be happy. I would hate for someone to get a mystery box and be disappointed with what they got. So yeah, I don't mind putting in more than what it's worth. I think that's a good thing to do. I was excited because this time too, I was giving away little stickers, ghost stickers. I'm not a Halloween person. I'm not. I've been tempted this year though. There have been such cute like merchandise for Halloween this year, and I'm a sucker for cute things. But I'm not a Halloween person, though. Like I said, I've been tempted this year, but the thing that gets me is like, I tell myself, you know what, just wait till Christmas, because I was born on Christmas and I go all out for Christmas. So I just tell myself when I see something cute that's like Halloweenish, I'm like, you know what, just wait for Christmas, because I usually spend around Christmas time. I can't help it with Christmas decor. So yeah, I did get Halloween stickers though, because I know it's that season, and I think it's, they were like these cute little ghost stickers. Anyways, all that to say, I was giving away, on average, like 2 ghost stickers and a pencil with, usually with everyone's purchase. I would put them in a goodie bag. Sometimes if the plushie was small enough, I would put it in that goodie bag. Sometimes I would just put the stickers in the bag that I gave them. So that was fun. I enjoyed doing that. I love giving things away. Yeah, that was like a fun little extra. I love farmers markets too though, because usually there are some really good things to eat. And this time I was excited to see there was a corn vendor, and I absolutely love like Mexican style corn. So I did get a cup of corn, and I didn't finish it. I have the rest of it waiting for me after this, which I'm very much looking forward to. So definitely my best sellers were the sea turtles and mystery boxes. I did sell one emotional support wiggle, which was fun. Oh, I was gonna mention my keychain stand. That's a new thing that I recently bought, and unfortunately, I don't know, people don't really gravitate towards it. I think it looks really cute. I love the things I put on it. I put crochet keychains and like these Disney pens that I made, and people haven't really gravitated too much towards it. Again, I think it's super cute. I'm gonna keep using it. I sold 2 bumblebee keychains from the stand, but it's only because someone was looking at a bumblebee on my table, and I told them I have bumblebee keychains on the stand. So I kind of directed them towards that. There were no sales from that keychain stand that like someone walked up to it and bought something. It was just that one sale, and it's again because I directed them to it. So I don't know if it was worth getting. I don't know. I like the way that it looks. I don't regret purchasing it. I just don't know if it's going to help me sales wise, but I think it makes the booth look cute. And yeah, I have been making a lot of keychains, so I think it's a good thing to have. Sometimes there's crowds for certain things, and sometimes there's not. Who knows, maybe, God willing, next time I come on and I'll be like, guys, I sold out of keychains from my stand. Fingers crossed. You never know. There just wasn't, I guess, a keychain crowd today. So yeah, it was a good market. I had a lot of fun. Love the weather. I got to talk with vendor friends, and that's always something I love doing. I keep up with them on like social media, so it's good to see them in person too and catch up a bit more. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that there will be a few more markets this year to come, so there'll be different videos, and maybe I'll change up how I record at the markets too. It's just pretty overwhelming because there's so much happening. You have to be like on top of so many things, you know, when you're charging people or just watching your booth, and like doing all that and recording, it can be overwhelming because I feel like people are gonna see me talking to myself when I'm recording footage and be a little bit shy to walk up to the booth. I feel like that would happen, but I don't know. I got to sneak in a little bit of footage today, but it wasn't very much, to be honest with you guys. I was just kind of showing you behind the scenes stuff. I did forget my plastic bags today though, and everyone was so nice. A lot of times, because it's a farmer's market, people will bring their own tote bags, so I brought little bags, but they're the size of like paper, like lunch bags, but I forgot my big plastic bags, and I was so disappointed in myself when I realized it. But everyone was so nice. Most people did have like market tote bags, so they would put their things in there, and yeah, that worked out. It was nice. Really good crowd today. People were just ready, I think, to go out and ready for fall weather, which I was too. So thank you again for joining me, and yeah, that's it for this video, this chitty chatty market video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. This is a super random clip too, but I totally forgot to mention that I was shocked not one Halloween plushie sold. Yeah, not even a pumpkin or a ghost. So I don't know. Interesting crowd today, but I'm thankful for everyone who helped support my small business. Yeah, I just thought I'd put that in because I thought it was interesting. So I'm working on pricing my plushies for the farmer's market. I have these tote bags full of plushies, and I'm kind of trying to pick and choose which ones I want to take. Well, it's going to be kind of hard to explain, but I have basically 3 like tote bags that I always take full because I know like that's how much I fit in my market table. And then I'll usually take one of these like bags full of amigurumi. So I'm gonna kind of pick and choose which ones I can fit in the bag, and I have to individually price them all. So I'm gonna be here for a while. Here's the progress so far. It's probably been about half an hour, but most of the plushies have price tags on them. So now I have to like cut yarn and attach them to each plushie. I don't know if these are exactly the ones I'm going to take, but honestly, I've fallen behind on pricing plushies. I honestly have fallen behind on pricing my plushies though. I don't know. I guess part of me doesn't do it immediately because I have to take pictures of I try to take pictures of most of the things that I make. And it would look not the best if the price tags were in the pictures. So yeah, I really wait until what seems like the last minute to do it. But I have a market tomorrow, and I'm kind of just putting price tags on a bunch of different plushies. And my plan is to price as many as I can, and then at the end pick from there what I'm gonna take. Ultimately, in the end, it doesn't matter like a whole bunch because I did make them all for markets, and I want to take them all eventually. So that's why I'm not like super anxious about like, oh, it has to be this plushie and this plushie, because ultimately they were all made for markets anyway. So what I'm able to take, I'm able to take. Though I would love to take everything new I've made, I have to sell the things that I've made like in the past too. So yeah, of course, we're always more excited and probably more proud too of our newer makes. But I do have some older plushies that still need new homes that I haven't been able to take to market. So I'm trying to get some of those too. I don't know if you saw the Mudang Hippo is a new plushie. It's there. I have like a really cute fox that I made a while ago, but I haven't been able to take it. I've only posted it on my Etsy shop. But I think there's a good variety right now of the things that are on the floor and almost priced. Everything has the price on it, but I have to go back and attach the prices. But I want to fill this tote with plushies. So that's the plan for right now. I'll let you know if I grab any other plushies, but for right now it'll probably be these. For right now, I think that's probably gonna be best. So this is the bag. It's full, very full, overstuffed, and these are the plushies that didn't make it this time. I had 2 chickens, so I'm just taking 1. I have a few love cats here. I'm already taking quite a few. Same with the dogs, and the rest just, there's no space for right now, so they'll probably get to go another time. There's some things that I was just like, I just don't know how to price them. Like, for example, this mic, he's a little bit on the smaller side, but he took so long to make. So there was a few things that I was struggling a little bit with, but for the most part, I got everything figured out. Everything's priced. From that tote bag anyways. There is still plushies in the pile of tote bags that are not priced, but I'm gonna try to keep these separated and maybe start doing the bags differently now, where I have like bags of items already priced. I don't know, we'll see what happens. For my market, I do have a few things that I have to still prepare for. I want to make a few labels. I have scrunchies, fabric scrunchies that I sell, and I sell like these Disney pens as well. They're like beaded pens that I make. I don't know if I want to make a label for those, but I want to make a label for the scrunchies. For right now, I sell them just like how it is, but part of me wants to put them in a bag and put a sticker on the bag. So I know it sounds weird right now. I'm gonna see if I get it done, then I'll show it to you guys so you can have a visual of what I'm trying to say. I know what I'm thinking, but obviously you guys don't fully know what I'm trying to say. So there's a few things that I need to work on. Mostly I think it's just the labels. I have a lot of stock. Hopefully it's a good market. It seems like it's gonna be pretty chilly, so I don't know. First, the heat drives people away. Then of course, if it's too cold, that's gonna drive people away too, especially when people have like kids, young kids. They don't want to go out when it's cold. They might get sick. So we'll see. God willing, it's a good market. And yeah, I'm gonna keep trying to record little clips of what I do, but I think that's it for this moment. I'm getting kind of hungry, so I'm gonna go eat something and then probably work on the labels. These are the scrunchies that I was talking about earlier, and these are the plastic bags that I thought they would look cute inside of. The only problem was that once I put them inside the bag, they got pretty squished, so I wasn't sure if people would be able to tell what they were without a label on them. This is the Munbin printer that I have, and you can get different sticker labels. For example, I have this one, and I also have these squares that are super cute. But I thought that this design looked perfect for the scrunchies, so that's what I went with. So now I'm just gonna hit print. And just like that, I have the perfect stickers for my scrunchies. And you don't have to print one at a time. You can choose how many you want to print at the same time. So you can go with 4. I think they're so perfect. So I was sent this printer from London a while back, but as you can see, I still use it. I love it so much. I think it's perfect to help us small businesses for packaging purposes and things like that. So I'm gonna be sure to include the link for the Mumpin printer in the description box below. Once I printed out the labels and put them on the bags, I thought it looked like a game changer. The bags look so much more professional, and you can tell that they were scrunchies inside. So this is what they look like in the bags. I think it looks really cute. This is my smallest sticker size that I have for my printer, so hopefully it doesn't take too much away from the scrunchie, because previously I was selling them and I had them on like a scrunchie long or like a tall scrunchie stand. So to grab one, you have to take a bunch of them out. And I think that discouraged people from, buying one like at the bottom or in the middle. So hopefully now that they're packaged like this, and I'll probably have them in a basket now, they'll sell a little bit better. But I have all these to package up. I like to wait till the booth is empty to reorganize, and that has to do with the fact that the reorganizing that I do, it's basically when a customer will pick up a stuffed animal and put it either over other plushies, or they just randomly, they can put it down facing like the other way or put it down upside down. And I don't want anyone to feel bad when they pick something up and put it back down. So I'll wait till they leave the booth to reorganize. And when customers arrive, then I'll try to move out of the way and go back to the back of the booth. Of course, I'm being kind to them and welcoming them into the booth, but I do like to get out of the way. In a market vlog, I would normally leave the original audio of the video so you can kind of hear some of the customer interactions, especially with this customer. They were super sweet, complimenting everything at the booth and the way that I crochet. It was a really, really sweet interaction. But I did have to put music over because my booth neighbor was playing some music, and I'm pretty sure it would be copyrighted music on this video. So I did just speed up the video and put the little melody over it. So unfortunately, there's no audio for that originally went with the video. And this is my view from the back of the booth of how I see everything. And of course, this is the customer's view. So this is the last video that I got at the end of the market. I believe there was about 45 minutes left of the market, but I wanted to take a video before I forgot because you know me, I'm horrible at remembering to record. So I did take this video. A couple more plushies sold after this, but you can kind of see a little bit of a difference and some missing plushies. I'm shopping at Ross right now. I have a few things, but I thought this was cool. I don't know if I'm gonna get it, but it's really cute. Will I regret it if I don't get it? That's the question. Hi everyone! So the market was a few days ago. It was so much fun. The weather was chilly at first. The first few hours sales were pretty slow for the first few hours, but it did pick up, so it was exciting. I have my market book here. I was actually looking back at these pages here. This is a little bit over a year of markets when I started using that book. So I'm proud of myself of how many markets I've done in the last year. I have a little guest here if you haven't seen, but she shouldn't bother too much. She's not one to really meow. So she's more of the type of cat where like I'll come to you. I know a lot of cats are that way, but she's definitely the type of cat that if she wants affection, she's gonna come to you. Which doesn't happen often. She doesn't really like to be touched too often, but she's sweet. She's very, very sweet. She just will turn around and walk away if she doesn't want you to touch her. But anyways, it was a really, really great market. I have a few notes here that I took, and yeah, let's get started talking. I'm dropping things everywhere. Let's get started talking about the market. So you guys saw that in the last clips, I kind of showed you guys I have a lot of inventory. I'm so grateful that I've found the time to crochet all those things. A lot of it is sometimes I wake up early or I can't sleep. So yeah, instead of having my brain wander while I can't sleep, I'm giving myself anxiety about it. I'll just crochet for a little bit. I like to find time to do it within the day, so I'm really, really grateful. The problem with that comes when it's market time and I can't fit all my stuff on my table. I can't even bring everything with me. It's not necessarily a problem because eventually I'll be able to take the things, but I want to put out new inventory in every market that I do. So of course, to do that, I have to sell what I'm already bringing. So it's it's funny. Anyways, to get more specific about the actual market day. So something that I noticed, there's gonna be a little bit of drama. There is a Temu crochet reseller at this market. So they don't show up at every weekend, but I have been there at the same time that they're there. And if you're not familiar with what that is, it's basically Temu is an app where you can get really inexpensive items. Crochet items have become really popular on there, especially flowers. And it's pretty easy to spot when it's a reseller because the pots that they use pretty much all the same. They're these white plastic flower pots that they'll use. The style is just pretty easy to spot. The packaging, it's almost always the same for these flowers. And I know they were a Temu reseller because they sell other things as well. And they claim that they don't make the crochet items, they're selling them for a family friend. So The issue that I have with it well, not necessarily issue, but where the problem comes is that when you're buying things that are made um by other people and you're buying them at such a cheap price, you can sell them fairly cheap as well. I think a lot of people that are buying them don't realize that they're buying something that's made not in the best way because, people aren't getting a very good wage for them, the actual people making them. So it's it's kind of difficult. My sales, I wouldn't say they were greatly affected because what they had were mostly crochet flowers, and I have crochet plushies, which is different, but I did notice a couple people walking around with them. But like I said, I feel like most people don't realize that they are being resold from Temu. But I thought that was a little bit of tea, a little bit of crochet drama at the market. I have spoken to this vendor before and just been like, "Oh wow, these are really cool. Like, do you make them?" And that's how I know that they claim that they don't make them, but that a family friend does. Um, yeah, there's just a lot of things you could spot. It just the packaging is always the same. So, anyways, I did make some really exciting sales that on that market day. So, two sea turtles sold. I love my sea turtle pattern. Honestly, I'm pretty sure any sea turtle pattern would be great, but I always make the one that I created because the pattern is so easy. I have it memorized. When I don't know what to make or I'm traveling, I'll just make turtles. I already have, the fins, all four are the same. The head's really easy, the body. So you don't have to take too many colors with you. It's a great project on the go. So basically, because of that, I end up with a lot of turtles. And yeah, I sold two on the weekend. I sold a regular colored one and I sold a bumblebee styled one, which if I have pictures, I will be sure to include them as well. So I'm looking over my notes and seeing these are the sales, but I'm trying to see if there's anything that would interest you guys, maybe. So, one of the sales that I was really excited about was a while ago, had planned to make a pattern for a monster. And this, oh my gosh, I think this was around 2020. Yeah, I think it was 2020 actually. So I had made this monster using variegated yarn. I thought it was cute. I just never got around to actually finishing up the pattern. I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know if it's typed up actually, but I know I have it written down somewhere. Anyways, I brought the monster to a couple shows here and there, but this time I brought her and I put her, it was the same thing as what happened in last week's market video, but I had her way in the back of these crates that I use. She was at one of the bottom crates, stuffed in the back because I thought nobody would want her. And randomly, this gentleman and his son, I believe, were looking for a couple gifts and they picked her out. They also picked out a Kirby. So I was really excited because not only was that like a surprise, she was tucked in the back. I don't know why I do that sometimes. I guess I feel like, oh, nobody's gonna want her. And or like with any plushie, sometimes I feel like, oh, nobody's gonna want this. And I stuff it in the back where nobody can see it. But, I've been proven wrong two markets in a row. Last time it was the chick with the eggshell. Someone was so excited to find her and which made me super super excited too. But the same thing happened with this one. Like they were like, "Oh, it's super unique." And it made me feel really good. So I have to stop being like that with myself, Everything is made with love and I should be proud of everything that I make. It's not like she was like ugly or anything. She had little embroidered teeth. She was cute. I just feel like I had cuter things, but sometimes people aren't necessarily looking for cute. I don't know. It's a little complicated. I was just excited for that sale. Another sale that I was excited about was for a large squid. I had taken the squid to the consignment shop that I sell at, and I had him there for quite some time. I think the price I had on him was $30. He did not sell there. I know 30 is a little bit high for plushies sometimes at that shop, that I've noticed anyways for myself. So I did end up bringing him back home after a few weeks of him being there, and I took him to the market and he sold. This was the first market that I took him to. So I was excited for that. And that sale, that interaction was actually really, really sweet because the girl came up to me and she was telling me that she goes to a college. Their mascot is an otter. So she's like, "Do you have an otter?" And I was literally, this is what I did. I was like, "Yes, I do." It happened to me on the table right next to me. This little random otter that I made. I think when I made him, I made like a dozen. But I only took one, I think, to the market. I was gonna say yesterday, the market on Saturday, and I'm pretty sure that otter popped up earlier in the video when I was putting prices on my things. I'm almost positive that otter was there because I randomly picked him out of one of these tote bags to take. You just never know what people are gonna ask for. So that otter was, I think, $10. Yeah, so it was really cute. It was her and her mom, I'm assuming, got both plushies, the otter and the squid. Did I say jellyfish? I feel like earlier I named the wrong animal, but it was a giant squid. Um, so that was fun. But yeah, you just gotta have really random things. All the time I get asked for, even though I have so many plushies, so many, hundreds, I get asked for things all the time that I don't have. And I do have my favorite things to make, but sometimes we have to make random things because honestly, you just never know. And you can be asked for, like, let's go like a shark. You can be asked for a shark at one event and never be asked for a shark ever again. So if you make him for the next event, doesn't matter. You just never know. So that's why, because you never know, I try to make things that I love to make and just have fun with crocheting. So I thought that was funny. I did sell, I don't think it showed up in any video or picture though, because I didn't know how to display it, but I made a Frankenstein's monster treat bag last year, I think. Um, and I took him to the market on Saturday. This was, granted, that market was Saturday. Let's see, what's today? Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. 5 days before Halloween. So there was still hope for some Halloween things to sell. Well, this tote bag, I know I really undersold myself, but I was okay with that because I had fun when I made it. I challenged myself when I made it because my go-to thing, my what I love crocheting are plushies. This is what I love to make. If I'm doing a barrel or like some sort of bag, it's a lot harder for me. I'm just so I love making these. So, anyways, of course, a lot of hours went into it, a lot of love, but I was just happy that I did push myself to make a bag. It was a pretty good size, like a side tote bag, but it wasn't lined. I don't know how to do that. I just did the crocheting and sewed everything together last year. So I'll see if I can find a picture. Anyways, I was able to put it up on one of the the canopy legs up above. I feel like when I described that, it made it sound like it was towards the floor. It was hanging up by the tent on one of the legs. So I had a couple of people like stop and kind of stretch it out, look at it. They complimented it. Two people asked how much it was, and I told them 15. The second person who asked how much it was purchased it. So, and it was pretty early in the day. I'm trying to find that sale again. Yeah, it was pretty early. That was my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th sale of the day. So I maybe could have sold it for a little bit more, but I'm okay with it having gone for that price. They were really sweet, really, really nice customers. This time I had fun too because I was giving away little like pencils for Halloween and these cute little ghost stickers, and I made a bunch of goodie bags. So with every purchase, even if it was a kid or an adult, I would still give them a goodie bag with a pencil and a sticker, and even the adults were excited for it. So I really love giving. My love language is gifts, but that's not only like, I feel like when people say their love language is gifts, people automatically think we love receiving gifts, but I love giving. I just really, really love it. So yeah, it was fun to do that and give away some items. But I did sell a snake. I thought I had one here. I think I do. I sold a snake that looked kind of similar to this, but it was actually made in these colors. And they were excited to have their snake and wear it around. So with that snake, a little boy bought it and he was so excited. The mom was like, "Are you sure that's what you want? Are you sure?" And I get that a lot with the snakes and with things like the spiders, with funny things like that. Sometimes the parents are like, "But there's options." But some people just really like snakes. So I sold that snake for 15. And yeah, there were some other sales throughout the day. It was a really, really great market. Um, my my market fee, I feel like it is a little bit more of a pricey fee, and especially if you take into account that I do this one several times a year, they'd run that market every weekend. So I am able to do it whenever I want to, basically, but the weather just, it's difficult because even like I was saying earlier, if it's cold in the morning, like people are not showing up. People will start to show up towards the end of the market, which ends at 1. It runs from 8 to 1. And if it's cold in the morning, people will not show up until closer towards noon once it starts warming up a little bit. So you have to take that into account with it being a little bit of a higher um, rental, I guess, every week. So that's why I don't do it every week. Also, that's exhausting. I've done markets every week for a period of 3 months, and oh my gosh, I was exhausted. It was fun experience though. I learned a lot during that time too. But yeah, it was a really, really good market. So other notes that I have, I before last time, my love cats, I would make them, I would usually take around 5, and anywhere from 3, like 2 to 5 would sell. Like it wasn't rare for me to sell out of love cats. Of course, if I would bring 5, that's not too many, but it is a good amount of love cats. I would say on average, I would sell like 3 to 4 love cats per market. I did not sell one love cat last week. I don't know. Maybe it's the colors of the love cats that I have right now because I didn't sell any at the market before this too, and I haven't made any new ones. Right now I have, I think, 2 red colors love cats, and I think I have a tan one. I don't remember what else, but I have a few. I haven't made any new ones. I don't know if it's the colors or maybe it's just the crowd. This market, like I said, it was a few days before Halloween, so there was still potential for Halloween items to sell. Last time I did a market, which was a week ago, a week before this one, there were no Halloween sales. Last week I did sell 2. I sold 2 candy corn, and they're the candy corn bunch pattern, so they're like bigger candy corn. size like this one, and I sold those for either 15 or 16 each. But yeah, those are the only two Halloween items that sold. And I did take like a few ghosts and pumpkins, crows, and candy corn. I think that might have been all the Halloween things. Update on the scrunchies that I was showing you guys earlier in the video. The stickers that I made with the printer, it did help the sales. I have went from not selling any scrunchies for the last 3 markets, something like that. And then sometimes when I would sell a scrunchie at a market, I would only sell 1 or 2. But I did sell, I think, around 5 scrunchies at this market. So that was exciting. I think sometimes, we have to think a little bit more about the packaging. Even though they looked really cute on the scrunchie stand, you could see them all like puffed and fluffy. I guess it wasn't the best for the customers because a lot of time when I did make the sales, people would ask me if they can grab it. They didn't feel like they could grab it, or they would ask for help because they would want one towards the bottom. The scrunchie stand that I had that I used to use was just a long um, plastic. And yeah, I think the bags are more appealing. It does cost a little bit more, to do it that way because I have to purchase the bags and make the stickers, but that's really fun. So it's not too terrible, but yeah, I do sell those for $1 each. So it's kind of, I know I undersell myself on those too, but they're just a little fun thing that I have at my table. And hopefully during Christmas season, those will go well, maybe for like stocking stuffers. But yeah, I had my last note was no loaf cats sold, but we talked about that. So that was probably it for this market video. I do have hopes to do another market next week, which would mean my third market in a row. It is pretty draining, but it's so exciting. It's so much fun. I have been crocheting quite a bit. So very soon, I'm sure there'll be a video again with everything I crocheted this week because I have filled up another tote bag. A pretty good sized tote bag too. It's not here, but um, yeah, there's a lot to show you guys. So I'm hoping to do that before my market, or I would punish myself if I don't record that in time for my market. I'd punish myself by not taking anything from that new bag so I could show you guys everything. But yeah, it was a really good market. The only reason why I say I might do a market this Saturday is because of the weather. Right now, it's showing that it's gonna rain. If it rains, I will not do the market, but if God willing the rain doesn't come, then I will be there. So potentially 3 markets in a row. But I hope you guys all have a wonderful day. I hope you were able to get some crocheting done. Let me know if you like the kind of vlogish style that was earlier in the video. Today is Halloween, so I hope you guys all had a safe Halloween. If you do anything or if you don't, um, today I'm probably going to watch some movies and have a really, really cozy evening. I'm ready for Christmas time, aka November 1st. I'm already making the plans for when the Christmas tree is gonna come up, so it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to Christmas this year. Mostly, I'm looking forward to celebrating every day from November 1st to January because I can't stop right after Christmas. I keep it going a little bit longer. But yeah, thank you so much. Sorry I get random towards the end of my videos, but I really hope you enjoyed. Hopefully the microphone is sounding okay. Let me know if what you guys think of the microphone. Like I said, I don't even know if it was in this video or a past one, but I don't mind holding it. When I clip it, it just sounds so far away. So yeah, then thank you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So I'm recording this after all the footage you're about to see. I just wanted to say welcome, and this is going to be a market vlog video, market prep as well, just a little bit of that. So I've already had the market. I actually am about to record the outro for the video, but I just wanted to welcome you guys to the channel. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy the video, enjoy the market prepping. It's really fun to see how other people prep for markets, so I'm trying to include more of that footage in my market vlog. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. These are all the new plushies that I'm planning to take this week, so all the new ones. Some of them already do have prices on them, but not all of them, so I'm gonna go through and price everything. I feel like I never even showed you guys this dinosaur. He's huge, he's gigantic, but I'm gonna price everything and see what I could fit. I want to fit everything in my 3 standard plastic tote bags, and then I'll probably try to fill this up. So I might end up picking out more plushies in a little bit. But he'll probably take up most of the room in that tote bag, in this blue one, so I need to see how much space we're actually dealing with. So I pulled out my bags and some scrunchies so I can package a few more. I think I sold around 5 last week, so I printed out 5 stickers and they look super cute. So I'm just gonna package 5 scrunchies just to replace what sold last week. But they were gonna be random. I should probably make these winter ones, but they're gonna be random scrunchies, not necessarily the exact ones that I sold, because to be honest, I don't even remember which ones sold. These have been popular today. I brought 4 and I sold 2 so far, so I have 2 left. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So I am back. I just had a market last weekend, and oh my goodness, it was chilly. I know I said it was cold on my last market video, but it is gonna get consistently colder as the weeks go on. And yeah, it was a very chilly morning, but it was good. It was a fun market. I have my notebook here that I take to every market that I've done the last year. I've been doing markets for like 5 years, but I recently, well, I guess a year ago, started using this notebook. So yeah, before that I used to print out paper. It was interesting, my system before, but yeah, I changed it a little bit and I like it a lot more now. So hopefully this notebook lasts me a couple more years. We're pretty good, like, yeah. I have these left. So anyways, it was a really fun market. I have the notebook with sales, and then I have my Animal Crossing notebook that has some notes that maybe some fun things to discuss. So yeah, there was some fun sales, little sales. There was actually no big plushies that sold this weekend. So it was kind of interesting. I don't know if people didn't really show up because it was cold. Actually, the forecast showed that it was going to rain. Up till Friday, it kept showing that it was going to rain. And then Saturday, it changed and it did end up raining, but I think the rain stopped around 4 or 5 in the morning, and I set up around 7, so it was perfect. It did make for a very chilly morning again, but it got a little bit warmer for like the last hour of the market. I don't know if I necessarily have pictures to show you guys everything that I sold, but if I do find a picture, I will try to put it up, or at least even if I could find a picture of the videos that I took, if I like spot that plushie, I'll try to put up a picture. So I sold a mini Leggy Froggy keychain. The original Leggy Froggy pattern comes with 2. Well, you could buy a pack that comes with 2, like the original version and a mini version. I sold the mini version on a keychain for $5. Then I had a really exciting sale. So previous to this market, I was messaged by someone who wanted a Leggy candy corn keychain. They actually previously bought one and they wanted a new one. And this one, I am upset that I forgot completely to take any pictures, because along with the Leggy candy corn keychain, they wanted 2 actually Christmas tree keychains similar to the Leggy candy corn. So all I did was color change and use green instead of doing the candy corn colors, and for the legs I did brown, and it was so cute. And I am pretty upset at myself for not taking pictures of that. The Leggy candy corn keychain is my own pattern. It comes with 2 sizes, a small one and a large one. So for those, I sold 3 together on that second sale of the day, but I'm upset. The only picture I have is the picture from the pattern, but that doesn't show the Christmas tree version, which I didn't even think about previously. So I think that it's cute that you can convert that pattern into Christmas. I sold a small loaf cat. So I say small only because I made it with acrylic yarn, and sometimes I make the loaf cats with blanket yarn. So those are like the larger ones. My blanket loaf cats, I sell them for $25, I believe, and the acrylic versions for $15 or $16. So for this one, this was my first loaf cat sale in a few markets, and this one was a really cute one in variegated yarn colors, and it was super cute. That one was, I believe, $16. And after that, I did sell a couple emotional support pickles. I sold 2 like I mentioned in the video, and those were the only 2 pickles that sold throughout the day. I did sell a version of a sea turtle. So I'm telling you guys, sea turtles are so popular. I sold some more today, and I use my own pattern for the sea turtles, but I sometimes like to change up the shells and make them different. So this one was the grape version, where the shell, I used a ton of bobble stitches and a dark purple color because I didn't really know what to make with the dark purple, and I know that bobble stitches tend to eat up yarn, so I purposely made the grape shell and did a ton of bobble stitches and really used up my skein of purple. But that was a fun sale to see that one go. And then I sold a pigeon that I made for Valentine's Day. I have a couple pigeons left, and I put felt squares, or actually they were rectangles, on the beaks to make them look like letters. I decorated the letter, so I sold one of that one as well. There were a couple other sales here and there, but I think one of the ones I was happy about as well was a manatee that sold. So I had this manatee for a while. I would take it to markets and it didn't sell. I took it to the consignment shop and it did not sell. Actually, I think at the time it had been to 2 consignment shops and not sold. So I brought it back, took it to another market, nothing. Then I decided, you know what this manatee is missing? It's missing a cute little pink bow. So all I did was make the bow, and the following market, I think this was the first market that I took it to, it sold. So I did sell it for $25, which is maybe a little bit underpriced because it is a bigger plushie, but I just had it for so long. I think originally I had it marked at $35 and then I lowered it. And I was happy selling it for $25. The person that bought it was really happy. I have one more manatee. I don't have it in my market bags though, but I'm pretty sure I have one more, if I'm not mistaken, in like a bluish color with white. And I'm thinking I'm gonna do the same thing, putting a little bow on it. I think it's really cute. It gives it a little pop. So those were some of the sales that happened out the market. There was a little bit of wind. It wasn't too crazy, but there was a little bit of wind. Thankfully, it wasn't as bad as Sunday. Oh my goodness, when I walked out of my front door on Sunday, it was crazy windy. So thank God that happened on Sunday rather than Saturday. So some notes that I wrote down is something that I've been thinking about for a while. I've done recently like 5 markets, but the last 3 I think are consecutive weeks. So I have not sold one loaf dog pattern, or not pattern, but plush, ever at any of my markets. And I made them and I thought they were really cute. I think I've made like 6 different ones, all different types of dogs and colors, so they're very different looking. And I just haven't sold one. So I thought that was interesting. I think I have them marked either at 15 or 16, but I have not sold one. The loaf cats have slowed down a little bit for me as well, but I do think that it's interesting that the loaf dogs just don't go for me, at least not yet. And I started making them a couple months ago, so that's why I have quite a few. I remember one week specifically, I think it was a span of 2 weeks, I made like all of the ones that I currently have, and I just haven't sold any. So I thought that was interesting to say. I'm pretty sure other people have had success with the loaf dogs, but not me. So I won't be making any more until probably the far future. I did take for the first time a giant jellyfish, and I took him I didn't know how to display him, so that's why I was hesitant to take him. And this was my first time. I did put a chain on top of the jellyfish, so I was able to hang him, but I forgot to take something to hang him with. Luckily, I was able to take a keychain, but it was like one of those ball chain keychains that you just attach the ends together and snap them. So I took one of those and I was able to snap him at the top of the canopy where the Frankenstein's monster bag was last week. So I clipped him up there. He did not sell. I don't know if he'll sell anytime soon, but he is gonna be probably at the corner of my canopy for until he sells. Hopefully I don't run into any rainy days because he won't be able to be up there. But I wouldn't know of any other way to display him, because if I put him on the table, he takes up way too much space. And the probability of him selling is a little bit lower, so I don't know if it would be worth putting him on the table. But for right now, he's going to be on that corner. He's really cute though, and this was just his first market. And like I was saying earlier, there weren't a lot of people at this one, so I do think he will sell. I just don't know when, of course. But I'm not worried about him. I just thought he's super, super cute, and I want to make another one. So I want him to sell so I can make another one. I really love making mystery bags, and I love when people open them in front of me. I don't ask them to, but when I am able to spot people opening them, I've only seen good reactions, so it makes me really happy about the things that I put in there. I went after this market. It was a really long day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna reward myself. I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby, and they have such cute Christmas things. Oh my goodness. I picked up a couple things. It was a long weekend because after the market, yeah, I went to I'll tell you guys after, but anyways, I'll finish this story first. I went to Hobby Lobby. I picked up some cute Christmas decorations, and I grabbed some Christmas themed like treat bags, paper bags. I plan to use them for mystery bags. The only thing is, I don't know if other people are ready for Christmas. Personally, I am. I literally decorated last weekend. After, I think on Sunday, I decorated because I was pretty tired on Saturday after the market, and decorating is a ton of work with the tree and the, everything that goes up. I have a lot of decorations. I love my decorations, but yeah, it's a lot of work. I am ready. I'm listening to Christmas music. I'm watching Christmas movies. I'm baking already. I am in the Christmas spirit. But I don't know if other people would be. So my next market, God willing, would be this Saturday, which is like I want to say it's like the 8th or something. I'm not sure of the date, but it's like the 8th of November. So I'm like, are other people ready to potentially buy Christmas themed things? What I'm trying to say is, I don't know if I'm going to hurt my sales by using Christmas bags, but I think I'm okay with that because I just love Christmas so much. And yeah, I'm pretty sure other people are ready too. Maybe not everyone. It's fine. The plushie that I put in is not necessarily going to be a Christmas plushie anyways. It's just the bags are so, so cute. So for my next market, I do believe that I'm going to have Christmas mystery bags, and I'll have to change the sign that I use for my mystery bags because right now it's very on theme with the boxes that I use. So I always change up my signs when I have like different themes and stuff. I know one time when I was trying to get rid of clear out some plushies, I would do themed mystery bags, and that one was a little bit tough because I had to wait to do them at the market. But basically I would be like, okay, this one's like ocean theme, and I would write it on the bag. So in the bag it would be like ocean animals and stuff like that. Or I would do like a Pokemon themed, and yeah, so I had a different sign for that would say themed mystery bags, and then it would say everything that came in them. So yeah, you could do a mystery bag so many different ways. I'm excited to do a Christmas version, and I will let you guys know when I do that market how those go. I'm okay losing sales if people aren't necessarily ready for Christmas, because I am, and they're really cute. So yeah, that was the market. I hope you enjoyed it. I had so much fun. I'm just really loving doing them, and I'm trying to do as many as I can before the weather really changes or before it starts raining, because it hasn't rained yet. I mean, it has a couple days, but it hasn't been consistent rain like it eventually will be around the end of November and December. So yeah, anyways, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and yeah, hopefully I can do another market this week, and I will try to record that one as well. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So this video is it's gonna start off a little bit like a vlog where I'm gonna be preparing some things for my market that was upcoming. And I start off with crochet, but I'm gonna go into a couple other crafts that I do for my markets as well, though of course my main focus is always crochet plushies for markets. But I'm going to go a little bit into that. So when I'm recording this right now, the market has already passed, but I'm going to save all that information for the end of the video. I just wanted to make a little intro for the video since I, of course, forgot to do that again. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. These are all the plushies, the new plushies that I want to take this time around to my market. So I have to price everything. There's some really cute ones, a lot of new things. I'm really excited. I am gonna start bringing some Christmas ones. So I have a snowman there, another snowman here, like a Santa turtle. I'm gonna give these one last shot because of Thanksgiving. But other than that, oh, and a ghost too, just because he's cute, I thought I would put him in. But there's some really adorable amigurumis here. I'm hoping they find homes, so I'm gonna spend quite a while putting price tags on them all. Oh, I'm also taking a nativity set back there. There's Mary holding baby Jesus and Joseph. So we'll see if it's too early for Christmas. Personally, for me, it's not. So I'm going to be taking some Christmas items. So everything has been priced. Halfway priced anyways. I just cut out the price tags, and now I have to go back, cut out the string that I used to tie it, and then attach it all. So we're, I guess, halfway, maybe closer to a quarter, because I still have to cut out the string. I totally forgot about that, but thankfully I have the prices, so the harder part is done, which is me trying to decide how much to price everything. But we're getting work done, so that's good. Look how adorable these are. Oh my goodness, these pens are so cute. So I made a bunch of these and I just love the way they're decorated. I put tassels on most of them and now I just have to package them up. They're just super cute. There's like R2-D2, Princess Leia. There's so many different characters. So what I'm gonna do right now is package them up. I have the different bags that I'm gonna use, and then I make sure that I put an ink refill for the pens too. So it's gonna take me some time, but it shouldn't be too long. I think the hardest part, the most time consuming, I should say, the most time consuming part is done. So now I just gotta package them up and get them ready for the market. So I was really excited because I had made a bunch of new cat toys, and the problem was they didn't have the sticker, the label on them that says cat toys made using organic catnip. And not only is it good for people to know that it does have organic catnip in it, but they just look so much more professional with the stickers on. So I knew it was time to get to work. I pulled out my iPad and of course my Munbin printer, which I absolutely love, and I decided that I needed to make some more stickers for each cat toy. I think I only had something like 8 cat toys made, but I went ahead and printed 12 stickers, so I have some backup just in case if I randomly decide to make some more cat toys. I already have a few stickers that are just ready to go. So I had already put the toys in the bags, and I tried to put the sticker on over the bags, but it was a little difficult and it kept creasing, so I decided to go ahead and take the toys out, put the stickers on, and then put the toys back in. And oh my goodness, they look so much more professional. I do want to ask your opinion though. For 2 of these toys, I put the stickers at the bottom, and for the rest of them I did like I always have, I put the stickers at the top. So I am curious, which style do you like better? Which sticker placement do you think looks best? It's hard either way. It covers up a little bit of the toy, but I am curious. I'd love to know what you guys think. I absolutely love my Munbin printer, and I will have the link in the description box of where you can pick one up as well. It's market day, so excited. I just have this little bag and then everything else is packed up in the car. So I'm really excited because the sun is out. That's great. Yeah, let's get going. Okay, so it was a really fun market. It was chilly. It was very chilly again, and I can tell as of like now, probably as of like 2 weeks ago, the weather has officially changed. It is, I have a window right here. It is gloomy outside. So I have the high and the low for weather wise on Saturday, and it was oh my goodness, a high 70 and a low of 44. It was really chilly. It did not get warm till like 15 minutes before the market was ending, or when it was ending, and part of me only feels that way, I think, because I was doing like heavy lifting, putting away the canopy and getting all my crafts in, you know, piling it to the car, bringing it to the car. It's a lot of work physically, so I think that's why I got warm. But honestly, it was a very cool day, and it's just gonna be cooler. So I don't know future markets, but I have, for sure, I have one scheduled, and it's an indoor market. So that's going to be coming up in a couple weeks. It's in December. I will be doing that one for sure. And then the farmers markets, I'm not sure anymore as of this point how many more I'll be doing. It's very much weather dependent, and if it's going to rain and all that fun stuff. So yeah, as of right now, this may be the last farmers market for a while. Maybe not. I will keep you guys updated. But I have some fun things written down, some sales, and I thought it'd be good to talk about some of those things. So quickly, before I get into the sales, in the videos you may have saw I was showing you guys a, what are they called? A dog that I made, oh, a loaf dog that I made. Someone, I'm assuming it was a kid, honestly I don't know, there was some times where there was a couple bigger groups, like a 4 or 5 people, so I couldn't see the whole table and what was going on in the booth. But when I was putting my plushies like in order after a group had left the booth, I noticed that this dog, this poor thing, had his tail really tugged on. So I don't know if I'm just gonna take a new tail when I go, because I don't know where he is in my bags. But either I'm gonna make him a completely new tail or try to secure that one. But to be honest, I'm pretty sure I'm just gonna make him a new tail. Yeah, I was disappointed to see that. That's never really happened to me before, where someone like abuses of a plushie. I'm pretty sure they were trying to pull at the tail. Maybe it was a little kid, hopefully someone that didn't know any better. But it's sad to see people not being kind to things that are handmade. We put a lot of work into it, and thankfully it was just a tail where I can like snip it off and sew a new one back on. But if it was like an arm or something, on a different plushie, if it was like an arm or something that took a long time, or maybe I don't even have the color anymore, that would really suck. So thankfully it was something semi-minor that I could fix up, but either way it is kind of sucky. yeah, that was an interesting thing that happened. You may have also seen the tortoise. Someone brought in a tortoise and they were like walking it in the market. I kind of felt bad though because it would get very, very crowded around that tortoise. And he just kind of wanted to do his own thing, but the owners were very much making him go in a certain direction. So, yeah, it was cute. It was very cool to see that. So, let's talk a little bit more about sales. My very, very first sale of the day, I don't think I have this photographed because I had finished setting up and I had people at the booth, which happens sometimes. A lot of times in the morning though, there's not a lot of sales. Like people will look, but I try to wait until the booth is empty to do pictures and videos of my booth. I don't really want to make people feel uncomfortable. So I try to wait for that, and I had to wait a little bit, and the person that was in there actually bought something, which is great, but that means I don't have it photographed. So I'm pretty sure I did take pictures of this item a long time ago when I originally made it. And yeah, the first thing that sold was a big pink penguin. I'm pretty sure actually it is in the clips where I was showing you guys all the new things that I was taking to this market. So the funny thing about that penguin, I took him or her to a market a while ago. Someone had messaged me on Instagram that they wanted to purchase it, so I saved it aside for them. They were like, but I don't get paid until a certain day. Is it possible for you to hold it for me? It was like a month out. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'll save it. I probably shouldn't have done that. And they never ended up buying it. This was over the summer, so maybe like 5 months ago. And yeah, I thought, you know what, it's time to take that penguin to a market because obviously that person doesn't want it. They lost interest. So let's see if we could find it a home. It was a big amigurumi. It was taking up space here. So I was so excited for that to have been the first sale, especially again because it was so cold. I wasn't really sure how it was gonna go, how the sales were gonna be, because when it's cold there usually aren't as many customers as when it's like a nice day weather wise. So I was really excited to see that penguin found a new home, and the little girl was so happy with it. So yeah, that was the first sale. It was a very, very lucky sale for me. I had a capybara sold, but I don't know if it was probably the sitting up style. I do a couple different styles of capybaras. So I have a capybara written down. I sold a couple chickens, Mabel chickens. I always make them when I'm bored. And I did sell a couple this market. I sold a couple Perry the Platypus as well, and those are $10 each. There is a little bit of sewing to those small Perrys because you have to sew on the bill and the tails. So just a little bit of sewing on those. I sold a loaf cat. Which loaf cat was it? Oh, it was a red one. It was a red one that had glitter eyes. Also one that I'm not sure if I photographed it, but I did for sure in a previous market. So even if I put a picture of an older market, but that cat, I'll put that in. But it was really cute. I charged $25 for my larger loaf cats that I make with blanket yarn, and they're pretty big size. So that one found a home, which I was really excited about because I had made 3 loaf cats in that red color, and they were different styles. Like some of them had white, or one of them had white, one of them was all red. I think this one had a white like muzzle. So it was the glitter eyes though. They were so cute, green glitter eyes, which reminds me I need to place an order for more safety eyes, but glitter ones. I sold a Timothy the T-Rex. So that was very exciting, as well as a velvet opossum. And I showed you guys I had made like a dozen velvet opossums, but I think I only took 2 to the market. If I make a dozen, I don't usually take the dozen because they're not gonna sell. I'll take like 3 or 4, but this case I only took 2 since I do have acrylic opossums as well. And the velvet ones, I think I put them $1 or $2 higher than the acrylic yarn ones, but I have options for people just in case if they might think the velvet one is maybe a little bit too expensive. I think, oh my goodness, I'm horrible at remembering my prices to be honest, but I'm pretty sure my acrylic opossums are somewhere between like 12 and I think they're around 12-ish. I could be wrong, but that sounds right to me. Maybe 12 to 14, depending on the size. And the velvet, I think I did 16. So again, I'm looking at my sales here, seeing like what things are fun that I could add. I finally sold a Pokeball Squirtle that I made. This is the 3rd time that this happens, where I kind of had given up on this plushie and I tucked it in into the very back of my shelf, my black cubes that I use. I had tucked it in there because I didn't think it was gonna sell. Someone spotted it and I guess they really liked it, so they picked it up and it found a home. That had happened previously. We're on a roll for the ones that I don't believe in and I tuck in there. I don't know if it's a magic little corner in the cubes, because it's always that same corner. But the first time it was a chick with the eggshell, and then the following week it was a monster, and then this time it was that Squirtle. So I thought that was funny. The jumbo jellyfish that I hung on the corner of the canopy sold. This was barely my 2nd time taking it to a market and it found a home. That's so exciting. I do want to make another one. I just don't know what colors to use. I do use blanket yarn. I have a lot of blues and teals, but I don't know if I want to make the same jellyfish combination in the colors again. Part of me wants to do maybe pink, but I feel like if I do pink, it's very much for girls, whereas personally me, like my favorite color is baby blue. I know boys can like pink too, but it just feels like it's more of a girl toy, whereas the teal, the blues can go either way. So I don't know, maybe that's just me. Anything else on here? I sold a spider. I debated taking the spider because I was like, oh, Halloween's over, but it doesn't necessarily have to be Halloween. It's just a spider. And I did have it at $12, which is not bad priced. It did take a lot of work. I know I should have charged more for it, but I was okay letting it go for $12. That's the price that I put on it. And if I'm not mistaken, I took this one to the shop, the consignment shop that I sell at, and it didn't sell before Halloween, so I brought it back home and took it to this market and it sold for $12. So that was fun. It was a little boy that bought it. He was very, very excited. I think because he really liked the colors. It was like a black, gray, and blue variegated yarn, so it made a really cool spider. Is that, let's see, the rest are like little things, like little frogs and things from like my $10 basket, which I don't really take pictures of since my basket is full of $10 amigurumis and I literally just throw them in there. There's whales in there and frogs and chicks and all sorts of things. People love digging in that basket. But yeah, it was a great market. I had a lot of fun. My sister was there to help me, which I have to get her in these videos one day. She's so much help. Honestly, I don't know how people do markets by themselves, especially when it comes to the loading and the unloading. It's a lot of work, and setting up too. She helps me with so many things. Yeah, that way I'm able to like go and see the market as well, versus of course if I would go by myself, I'd be stuck in the stall, in the booth. So it's so nice having someone, and I'm super thankful for her. I know people do markets by themselves, and I am in awe. I probably will have to one day do them by myself, but I am so grateful. I definitely know that it's a blessing. I'm not taking it for granted at all that I have someone. Yeah, usually it's either my mom or my sister that comes with me, and I make sure that they get lunch and coffee and flowers. There's an awesome flower vendor at the markets that we always love to support. We have our favorite coffee place. The food changes because vendors change. Sometimes some people show up and sometimes others do, so it's always a really fun time, and it feels like bonding time as well, since, you know, we all work and we're so busy, but for those 5 hours we're stuck together. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. That was my little market recap. In sum of it all, it was a very cold day. I'm so glad I took a jacket and a sweater under that jacket, and I think I was wearing a shirt like this, like a sweater shirt. So I had this, not this specific one, but I have a lot of shirts in this style. So I had one of these, a sweater on top, and a jacket on top of that. And I'm pretty sure I did not take any layers off. It was chilly, but people were out there anyways. I'm so ready for the December market, although it could take its time getting here. It could take its sweet time, because I love Christmas time. It's already Christmas time for me. The house is all decorated. So yeah, it could take its time getting here, but I'm excited for it. I haven't done a different type of market in a long time. I've just been doing the farmers market, so that's what I'm really excited to see. Different vendors and do some Christmas shopping and socialize with, of course, some different vendors and customers as well, because I do get repeat customers at the farmers market, which is great. It warms my heart. I love it so much, but I'm excited to go to a new area, new venue, so that'll be very exciting. I think that is going to be the next market video that I do, and then after that, it's possible there may be one before Christmas, but not for certain. If not, it's gonna be the December market, and then I probably don't plan to do one until February. God willing, if it doesn't rain, because it tends to rain here a bit around February. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the video. Sorry again for the lack of vlogging footage during the market. At these farmers markets, the booths are one next to the other. There's no space in between, so sometimes it is kind of awkward to record footage of, you know, you talking to yourself. So that's why I didn't do that. And it was a pretty busy market too. A lot of people walking around and looking, and great conversation. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Hi everyone, I'm Michelle. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. So this is a market video. I'm just doing a little introduction for the beginning of the video. Yeah, welcome to the video. I'll be back in just a little bit, but right now I'm going to put footage before the market, and then I'm going to come back and talk to you guys about how the market went. Okay, it's pretty cold outside. It's 12 o'clock. The event started at 9 and we've had one sale. So it's pretty slow, but it's been fun. Okay, it was freezing. It was beyond freezing. I don't know what got into me, but for California, for me, it was cold that day. I think it was like 52, something like that. Oh my goodness, I was dying. The thing is, it was kind of windy at times, and that's when I was freezing cold that day. So as you can see, I included some footage, a couple different videos of it was actually different times throughout the day where the market just looked empty. I really liked my setup. I was happy. Like, I have so many amigurumis. I'm always super proud when I get to lay them all out and see everything. This time I did take a couple more big plushies than normal just because it's Christmas time. So I was hoping that people would be, you know, looking for Christmas gifts and shopping for that. But there were so many vendors. There were, I think, 60 vendors. I don't know if that included food vendors or not. It might have, actually. But there was 60, which I love. I am absolutely, if I can go to an event with more vendors than less, I would go for it. Because I'm not, I don't know how to say this without sounding cocky. I'm not like afraid of competition. Personally, I don't think that it affects my sales in a way of like, I understand when there's more vendors to choose from, people will choose other things rather than just yours. But if there's more vendors, you know, people see, you know, 60 canopy tents, they're more likely to stop if the, you know, event is outdoors than if they see like 10 or 15 set up. So that was my mindset. That's always been my mindset. I love doing big events. That way I could shop as well. I love supporting other vendors. Yeah, this event was right next to a very, very busy street. So yeah, there were cars going back and forth all day long, but I just think it was so cold and like pretty close to Christmas that people just don't want to really risk getting sick. And yeah, it started from 9 o'clock and went until 2. I did not get a sale until noon. That means I spent my first 3 hours just sitting there. Thankfully, I had a helper with me. I was so blessed to have her there. We we ended up buying food pretty early on, which is funny because usually I like to wait like just a little bit until I make a sale to start shopping other vendors. Not this time. I was laughing so much, and my partner was laughing as well. It was actually my mom that went with me for this event. She was laughing at me because it was dead customer wise. The people that were walking around for the most part, especially in the morning, were just the vendors. So yeah, I was buying things without having sold anything, and she was just messing with me about that. But you know what? I was getting hungry. I know she was getting hungry as well. And when I ask someone to come help me for an event, I will always buy them food at the event. I don't expect them to bring lunch or to starve, we're gonna buy food at the event. It's part of the fun, it's part of the market. I know people have different mindsets about it. Some people bring lunch, but there's nothing wrong with that. But personally, if I'm asking someone to come help me, lunch will be provided. So yeah, we bought this really delicious baked potato, and I bought a couple things from different vendors. So let's talk about the sales for this event. I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe this was my worst, no, yeah, this was my worst event for this year. I was thinking about another event that I did actually last year around Christmas time. It was an event that I did on a Thursday night, but I remembered it was last year. That was probably the worst event for last year, but I don't know if this one beats it. You know what? It might be in this book, because I'm pretty sure I was already using this book when I did that event. So I'm gonna search through it while I continue talking. But yeah, this was definitely the worst event for this year, but I am so thankful for the customers that did come. I had really, honestly, they felt like angels because it was so dead. I didn't think I was gonna sell anything at this event. I honestly just thought, well, it was an experience. This was an event on a Sunday. I don't think I've mentioned that, but it was on a Sunday, and yeah, it was kind of early in the morning, I suppose, but I thought with it being so close to Christmas that people would want to stop. I guess I'm gonna blame the cold, because they do this event about once a month, and it's been going on, I think, for over a year. I did it once before a long time ago. I think I actually did like one of their first events, and it was during the spring, so it was a completely different experience. I remember it being decent, but yeah, that one was so long ago, it's not on the books. But yes, okay, so I just remembered I did another market that I did not record a video for. I might have to go back and do that. Anyways, I had my first sale, I'm telling you, was from an angel because she bought multiple items: an opossum, a chicken, another chicken. I guess there are two different chickens, that's right, and a bee. So I think I took a picture or a video of this purchase. I was just so happy because with this purchase I was able to basically break even with the booth fee as well as the food that I had purchased, and some items as well, like gas and stuff. So yeah, she was amazing. I'm so thankful for her. So the possum was 12, the chicken was, one of them was 15, and then the bee was 12. And then someone else came by my booth and they made a funny comment. I was like, maybe. So the girl came, she was looking around, she's like, you have a lot of competition in here. I was like, what? And that's right, there was 4, I think I might have been the 5th crochet vendor. I didn't mind it, to be honest. I am 100% certain had there been more people, I would have had more sales. There just wasn't a lot of people. But I did see 3 or 4 other crochet vendors. One of them was, they were all around me. One of them was like not directly ahead of me, but to the right, and the other one was to the left. And then we were in rows in a parking lot, so I had 2 behind me, spread out a little bit. So I was in a row with 3 crocheters, including myself, and then the other 2 were behind me. But we all had different styles, we all had different things. I just agreed with her, and I was like, yeah, I know a lot of people that got into it during COVID. And that is the comment that I get from a lot of people too who also crochet. When they come into my booth, I ask them like when they started. Most people do tell me they started during COVID, so it is proven. And I know a lot of people just didn't have a lot to do during the pandemic, so they like got into baking and crocheting and other crafty things. So yeah, she bought a strawberry turtle, which I'm super grateful for as well. Turtles are popular, and this turtle is from my own pattern. So even at a slow market, turtles are still popular. This one, it is my pattern that I have on my Etsy shop listed, as well as Ravelry. However, I just put like a strawberry top on it, and I just I don't like use a pattern when I do like little modifications for the turtle. I just wing it. I did sell a mystery bag, which I have them for $15, but it was a little girl, and I gave it to her for $12, and she was really excited. The mystery bags, I make them different for Christmas time. I put like a Christmas pen in there. I don't think the sign shows on my video, but I put like different items in it for Christmas, and the packaging is different as well. Usually I use little boxes. This time I used like Christmas goodie bags. And yeah, I sold one, which also goes to show how slow of a market it was, because usually mystery bags are very popular. They just, yeah, it was a slow market. So there was that. And I had 3 sales as I was packing up. I was so excited. I never guessed, because I think I packed up maybe like 10 minutes after 2 o'clock, because there was still someone at the booth, and I don't remember if they even ended up buying anything. But once I started packing up, I had 30 sales, and it was crazy. I guess I took a while to pack up or something. One vendor came, and she was looking at my booth earlier, and I believe like before the market ended, she wanted to come and buy a plushie. Same thing happened. If you've been watching my market videos for a while, I keep having this thing happen, literally multiple markets in a row, where at the bottom, so I use 4 crates for my main table, and at the bottom, like the 2 crates at the bottom, usually I'll put a plushie that I like lost hope for it, that I've had for a while. So for this one, I put a I forgot what it's called. It was like oh my god, a dumpling. A dumpling with felt details on it that I made like for the eyes and stuff. I'm gonna see if I have a picture of it. I don't know if I actually do, because I don't think the camera really got it when I did the like showing of the booth. But yeah, he was down there, she spotted him, and she came back for him, so that was really exciting. And then I sold a tiny little bluey and 2 elephants, so that was super exciting. Yes, it was a slow market, absolutely. I don't know if it was worth it, only because I feel like because it was so slow, it was kind of risky in putting like, I didn't know it was going to be that windy. It was a little bit risky and like putting our health at risk. Like I didn't want us to get sick before Christmas. So that was the only thing I was worried about. I don't really mind. I mean, I don't love slow markets, but I still find a way to like have fun and enjoy them. So if it wasn't for the weather, it was fine. You know what I mean? Like, of course, I am hoping to do really good at a market, but sometimes they just don't work out. So I know they put a lot of advertising, work into it. All the vendors, I'm sure, were advertising as well. I was, and I know they were constant, because they put us in a vendor group, which is really great. The coordinators are really professional when it comes to this event. Like they put us in a Instagram group and constantly doing promotion, so I do like the way that it's run. yeah, I'm gonna say maybe it was just one of those things that happens. You know, it was a little bit slow. However, I think I want to try to do this event again next year. I'm not sure what month. Like I said, they do it once a month. So maybe February, who knows what my schedule will be like, but I feel like that would be a good time to test it out again. If I could find someone to help me. The parking lot is a little bit far from like where the vendors are. That was a little bit of a sucky part, but nothing too major, thank God. I have my wagon. I love my wagon. I will never ever do a market without a wagon again, even if I have like my car and I could unload right in front of my space. I will still have my wagon because it's so useful. Even at the market, I still use it. Like I'll put things in it during the market. So yeah, I got my wagon a couple years ago and I've never stopped using it for my markets. I have this huge tote bag here full of things, so I'm gonna have to do a everything I crocheted this week video because there are so many plushies in here. And then I have another bag as well. I did have to take some things from this bag. It was overflowing. I took some of those things because I needed more stock for the market. But what is left, I will go over with you guys very soon. So I do have that video planned. But yeah, sometimes markets just don't work out. Sometimes they do. I'm just glad I was able to pay the booth fee off and what I spent as well. And I was able to save a little bit as well for Christmas expenses. So yeah, this is the last market of the year. I'm hoping to come back and do them in February. However, there will still be videos. I'm feeling so much better. If you saw my last video, I was like recuperating, coming back. I was not feeling well. I'm feeling so much better now. So that's why I was a little bit worried about this market too, because I had like just gotten sick and I didn't want to get sick again. But thankfully I'm feeling so much better, so there will be more videos to come. Yeah, that is it for this one. Just hang in there if you have a not so good market. You know, keep trying. Sometimes they just don't work out, but sometimes they do. Thank you again for joining me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.